How's it going, everyone? I'm Slaven Utorski. Welcome to the channel. And I know it's been a while since you've seen my face, but figured I'd switch it up. Took a poll, and I guess one person answered at least. So looks like people would like to see me talking more in the videos. So here we are. Now you've already seen by the title of the video, we're here because I got Max Bird's shop. I actually picked up Tibius's cloak and everything for that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is get Tibius here. Go ahead and take all these items off of him, put that new cloak on. I'll show you in the little light box I have over there, and we'll go from there. But it should come out pretty cool. Fingers crossed it's going to be awesome. So if you like content like this, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, because I bought a lot of Max Bird's outfit stuff, not just for him, so there's others. But I'm going to try to do a video series on those, get those all out so you can see them. But let's hop right into it. Alright, here we are back at the light shop. So again, Max Bird's shop. There's a QR code if you need it. Let me put that back so I don't lose it. I know, I save everything. So here's the actual Max Bird's shop's items. And this is Sir Tibius. So let me go ahead and take the items off of him. You'll notice I have a unique sword here. That's from Uncle Jim's workshop. If you haven't seen that before, these are really cool. That's one of the swords. And you see here, this is one I think I'm going to keep with him. This is also from Uncle Jim's workshop. Really, really cool looking flaming sword. I love the real dark flames on that. Looks good. And it does come with extra blades, so you can switch them out by just plugging them in like that. But anyways, that's not why you're here. So what you want to do is go ahead and take all the items off of him. You're going to save one of the pauldrons. So the left one here we'll save. Put that up there. We'll take this one off too. And you can put the old cloak away if you'd like, or save it for another figure. I'm going to toss it up there. And we're going to have to actually pull him in half. So like a lot of figures, especially Mythics, you're going to want to probably heat him up. I have a tub that I have. Funny enough, when I went to the hospital, they sent me home with a bunch of extra stuff, so I got some of those tubs. I just fill it full of really hot water from the bathtub, and just let them sit in there for about 15-20 seconds, sometimes 30, and because you want to pop them in half. So let me go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Here is that tub I was talking about. I just took hot water out of the bath, poured it straight into it, and then he goes for a swim. And what I usually do, just leave him there, like I said earlier, 15-20 seconds. You can use Tupperware, you can use a tub like this, whatever you want to do, just to kind of soften them up so you don't break any of the joints, because I've come close a few times by accident. I'd rather not break my figures. So, as you can see, just kind of let them soak for a minute. And that should be pretty close to long enough. He's been in there for a few seconds now. So let's go ahead and take him out. Move that out of the way. Taking him out of the tub right now, drying him off before I put him back in there, just to try to get some of the liquid out of the way. Alright. Here we are. So he's warmed up. Feels good and warm. There we go, popped right in half just like I wanted. So let me get this tub out of the way. Alright, remind me not to step on that, or in it I should say. Let me fix the camera I just messed up. Now that we have them separated, we're going to pour out our Max Bird Shop's items. So we have this here. We have this here. This is his hood. So the hood goes on top. We have a couple dangly bits. We have the waist skirt, which all of these are wired different ways. So this one's got some wiring in it. So that's pretty cool. You can form it to fit however you'd like. And we got the front part of the skirt and the leather belt. So after you do all that, pull out the front of the skirt. Just put that off to the side. And you can do a couple different ways. You can put this in, you know, that's a little bit big, so I think you actually want to do it this way. Put this back on. Yep, the Xbox is on. And we'll wrap this around here. Get that around, get that wire down right. This piece actually goes on here. But something tells me that this middle piece isn't in here. So let me double check real quick, and I'll check off camera so I'm not wasting your time. Okay, yep, I was wrong. This goes to the upper torso. So that goes up there. This is the skirt. So you see here it has some cool looking like blood marks on it. I really do like the look of that. So you see it's stretchy. Bring that around like this. That way it fits nice. Then you're gonna bring the front piece down. See how that looks already? Looks pretty cool. Then you bring this on top of it to keep it all secure. Then once you're done with that, you're gonna put him back on here. So let me do that off camera so I can actually use some strength. God forbid I do it right the first time, you know? I put it on backwards. Alright, we good now? We are good now. Here we go. See how it looks now? So you still have his holsters or his sheaths available to be used. Everything's around. His booty's covered up a little bit better. His skella booty. And we can go ahead and move everything around. So already we're looking better. Oops. See, I'm making a mess here. The belt, it goes on as well. I'm doing all of this backwards order, so let me take him, step him back in half, put the belt on, and then put him back on. Because I also wanted to do this live, because I want you guys to see that I am nothing professional when it comes to this. Or I'm nothing but professional, I should say. In all the worst ways. This is why I generally don't talk during these videos, because I mess things up left and right. Alright, there we go. So the belt's around there. Feels nice and secure. I'll put him back together now. I realize we popped him multiple times tonight. There we go. So you don't have to worry. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put this back under there, but I don't really see the point at this juncture. So, then this is the piece earlier that I thought was the skirt. This is actually his cloak. So the cloak's going to go on kind of like that. We want it to go underneath his neck guard here. So let's pull out the neck guard. And we'll go ahead and get that on there. See, he's got these two little things that fly out. Kind of cool looking. Now, I'm guessing, since the way the holes are, it's not exactly even. You kind of want the hole to be there. Unless I need to cut one for it. So I think it's supposed to be kind of off kilter. But it would look good either straight on. So if you wanted to cut another hole, it would look good that way. It also looks good off kilter here. So let me see what I want to do. Okay, so I think you just kind of, you can lean it down to get that pauldron on there, wherever I put it. But let's get his neck guard back on. To make them look good. There we go. Sort of. Get in there. You can do it. I have faith in you. There you go. Let me find something to push down on that. Much better. Okay. So That's in. We want to get his left pauldron, so that's his right. Where did I put his left pauldron? See, since we're doing it live, you get to see everything that I usually edit out of me being completely professional. Alright, so put his left pauldron in. Looking good so far. The only thing is, I think that might be a little bit underneath there, pushing that up. Can I get that around it? There we go. That looks much better, right? So that's good like that. See all the fabric bits coming off here. And then he's got his hood. The nice thing about the hood is it has a wire running basically on these corners. So you just put his hood down and wrap it around his head. You see there's still some water in his eyes from when I soaked him. And let's get a little billowy out to the side. Bring the hood down, make it look good. And I want to bring it around actually. See, it comes up pretty easy. So I think what I want to do is actually pull that neck piece out of the way for a minute. Put the hood on, cinch it around his neck, so that way it's nice and secure. Come on, cooperate. If you can't tell, my hands aren't the most dexterous when it comes to this. There we go, get on there. Good. Not too tight. Let the billow out a little. And then put the pauldron back on. Hopefully not completely messing up the hood, which it looks like we're doing. Put that back on there. Stuff it back down. And I just used the back of a pair of tweezers and push down in that little tab in the back. Right in there. Easier way to get it in there than trying to get my fingers to do it. Alright, fix the hood. We'll fix the neck guard. Fix his face. And there we go. He looks significantly better now. So let me go ahead and I'll pose him up. And we'll be right back. We got these things as well. These are actually leg wraps. So you just kind of wrap them around like this. We'll be right back after I'm done doing the leg wraps. How's that? It's just however you want to do it. And then you could wrap these around his wrists too if you really wanted to. Just like that. You can leave them loose, you can have them billow. It depends on your style. I'm just going to cinch those down a little bit. I think I want them a little bit tighter. Just so they're actual wraps. And I'll do one on this side too. I've been getting more and more into the customizing, as you can tell, but I'm not exactly professional or good at it. So most of what I do is kind of hillbilly engineering, so to speak. I do live in Florida. It's about the best I got, so I try to figure it out as best as I can based off of pictures and things like that. And I'm not the most handy when it comes to things. I'm fairly handy, but not, as you can see, with everything. Alright, so there we go. That kind of gives you a little bit of an idea. You can have those billow back a little, maybe hang down a little bit. But yeah, we'll go ahead and pose him up and show you the finished product.